This hair growth butter recipe is literally everywhere right now. TikTok is full of it, Instagram is full of it, YouTube as well is full of it. It feels like every natural hair creator has their own version and everyone seems to be talking about this hair growth butter. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while now, you'll know this isn't new to us. I've shared several Ayurvedic hair growth butter recipes here on my channel, but because so many people are finding out how effective this hair butter recipe is, I just thought this would be the perfect time to share an upgraded version of one of my hair growth secrets. So if you've been seeing these hair butter recipes all over your timeline and you're wondering if this is just another trend, nah, this is the OG right here. This is the OG hair growth secret right here. Anyways, keep watching. Let's make this Ayurvedic hair growth oil together once more. This is gonna be a detailed step-by-step tutorial, so make sure you watch to the very end of this video. Alright y'all, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ethel. On this channel we'll talk about natural hair, beauty, lifestyle, and a bit of everything. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please go ahead to hit that subscribe button below and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. The first thing you're gonna need is a heat-proof bowl or a heat-resistant bowl. This is very important, especially when making this Ayurvedic hair growth butter. Now I'm going to start introducing my ingredients. First, I have shea butter, which is going to be the base butter. Here I'm making use of raw or unrefined African shea butter. You can actually use any butter of your choice, like mango butter, cocoa butter, or any other one. One thing I love about shea butter is how moisturizing and conditioning it feels on natural hair. It is especially nice for any hair that tends to get dried easily because it helps soften the hair strands and reduces that dry, raw feeling. So yeah, that's the only butter I'll be using for today's hair butter recipe. Just because I ran out of my mango butter and cocoa butter. Now we're going to combine it with our Ayurvedic herbs and oils to create a more richer hair butter. So on to the next ingredients, which is fenugreek seeds. Fenugreek is one of my favorite herbs to include in my hair recipes. It is traditionally used in hair care and especially loved for the conditioning and softening feeling it gives to the hair. And next we have fennel seeds. They contain antioxidant compounds that make them a really nice ingredient to incorporate into your hair butter. They are also traditionally used in herbal hair care for their conditioning properties, and also they can help the hair feel softer and more manageable. And next we have black seeds, also known as black cumin seeds. Black seeds are another traditional ingredient that I love to add into my Ayurvedic hair care recipes. They are naturally rich in antioxidant compounds and can help support a healthy hair. Another reason I love black seeds in my hair butter recipes is that they can contribute to a nourishing and conditioning feel on the hair shaft. And next we have cloves. Cloves are another ingredient that has become extremely popular in DIY hair care recipes, and honestly I can understand why. They contain natural occurring compounds and antioxidants, including eugenol, which is one of the main compounds responsible for their strong antioxidant and antimicrobial properties. They also help to stimulate and boost blood circulation on the scalp, which in turn leads to healthy hair growth. And next up is rosemary. Here I'm making use of the dried rosemary leaves. This is one of my favorite herbs for hair growth because it is known for supporting healthy hair growth and stimulating the scalp as well. It also strengthens the hair, reduces the appearance of thinning, and supports healthy looking fuller hair over time. Okay, that's it for our herbs, although I later added neem powder and hibiscus powder to this herbal butter, which you're going to see later on in this video. So let's just move on to our oils. The first oil I'm adding here is extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is rich in fatty acids and antioxidants, and it has a naturally conditioning feel and a little extra moisture that can be especially nice for dry hair. Next is coconut oil. One of the biggest benefits of this oil is that it can actually penetrate the hair shaft, unlike many other oils that mainly sit on the surface. It also helps to reduce protein loss on the hair, which is especially useful if you're trying to keep your strands stronger and reduce breakage. And lastly, we have almond oil. Almond oil is one of my favorites because it's a lightweight oil and is also rich in fatty acids and vitamin E. It also helps to soften and condition the hair, making the strands feel smoother and easier to manage. It also helps to reduce that dry, rough feeling you sometimes get. A little extra moisture and conditioning. So I combine these 3 oils to make half of a cup of oil in total. There's actually a reason for that. I don't want the finished product to be too oily or too soft, especially because I live in a hot climate area. If I add too much oils to this hair butter, I may end up with a beautifully whipped texture when I'm done making it. But once the temperature rises, this hair butter may become too soft or even start melting out. So I'm just keeping this oil at a half cup to help maintain a richer and a firmer consistency, especially in hot weather. I guess this is where most people get it wrong. I've seen a lot of persons complain about their hair butter melting too easily. Please, while making hair butter, you have to consider the weather climate of the area where you live as well. So now that all our ingredients are ready, it's finally time to start the infusion process. So for this hair butter recipe, I'm making use of the double boiling method. This allows the ingredients to heat gently instead of being exposed to direct heat. So I'm just going to let this sit over the double boiler for a while stirring occasionally to make sure everything is well combined. Okay, it was at this point I remembered I didn't add the neem powder and the hibiscus powder, just like I told you guys earlier. So I quickly added them at this point. Yeah, I'm making use of my DIY hibiscus powder. Hibiscus is rich in antioxidants and naturally contains plant compounds that can support the overall health and condition of the hair. And I also add in my neem powder. I also add in my neem powder to this. Neem contains antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties, which make them particularly beneficial for conditioning the hair and supporting stronger, healthier looking strands. And as you can see, the butter is beginning to melt and everything is mixing up beautifully. You guys, this herbal hair butter has been a part of my hair growth routine for years now. I think like it's up to 4 years since I started making this herbal hair butter, and I can tell you for a fact that my hair actually benefited a lot from these herbal butters. Since I started making herbal butters like this, I've completely stopped using plain butters on my hair, and this makes all the difference. Like, you really need to switch up your plain butter recipe to a herbal butter recipe, and I tell you for free that once you start making your butter with herbs like this, you're never going back to making plain butters, because you're going to see the visible is it visible? Should I say visible change? Or I honestly forgot about this emulsifying wax, so I just quickly added it in here because obviously I can't make my hair butter without it. If you've made a whipped butter before, you already know that hot weather can be a problem. You can whip your butter until it's beautiful and fluffy, only for it to become soft and start melting when the temperature goes up. This is exactly what I'm trying to prevent with this emulsifying wax. This helps to give the finished butter a firmer and more stable texture. It can hold the consistency better instead of becoming too soft in warm weather. This is how to make a hair butter that doesn't melt too easily, because I keep getting questions like this, so I just thought I should talk about it in this particular hair butter tutorial that I'm making today. And you can see that everything has melted and infused properly. So I'm now going to take it off the heat, and this is how it's looking like. Now we'll move on to the next step, which is straining our herbs. Here I've got my mixer bowl and strainer ready. I'm just going to place this clean handkerchief over the strainer. The reason I'm doing this is because we use powdered herbs in this recipe, and I want to make sure that I remove as much as the fine powders as much as possible. So while I'm stirring this mixture, let's talk about something I think is really important when it comes to hair growth. A lot of persons are so focused on finding that hair growth recipe that we tend to forget about length retention. Your hair can be growing normally, but if you're consistently dealing with dryness, split ends and breakage, you may not notice that growth because you're losing the length you're actually gaining. That's why for me, moisture is a big part of my hair routine. I don't want my hair to just grow. I also want to be able to retain that growth, and that's one of the reasons I love a rich hair butter like this. This hair butter plays a really major role in my hair growth. I use a small amount of this hair butter to help lock in the moisture I've already applied to my hair, especially when my strands start feeling too dry. And of course, this hair butter is just a part of my hair routine, keeping your scalp clean Being gentle when detangling your hair, protecting your ends, and avoiding excessive manipulation are all important if your goal is to retain healthy length this 2026. Okay, yes, tell them. Okay, finally we are done straining this, and this is what we have. So I'm just gonna wrap this up and transfer it into my refrigerator to solidify for about 30 minutes. Okay guys, 30 minutes later, our mixture has finally had enough time to firm up. Let's take a look at what we have. Oh wow, look at that texture. You can see it's not too hard because I'm able to create a dent with my fingers. This is exactly the consistency we are looking for. Now I'm just going to transfer this into my stand mixer and whip this until it becomes light, fluffy and creamy. So while this is whipping, let me quickly talk about something I think a lot of persons get wrong about hair growth. Sometimes we think the longer our hair takes to grow, the more hair growth products we need. Honestly, hair growth is not just about what you put on your scalp. Your hair naturally grows from the follicles, but what happens to that growth is also very important. If your hair is constantly breaking, you're manipulating it too much, you're not keeping it moisturized, or your ends are constantly getting damaged, you may feel like your hair isn't growing even when it actually is. That's why I always talk about length retention. You have to create a routine that helps you keep the hair you're growing, and this is where a good hair butter comes in. A butter like this can help keep your hair feeling moisturized and conditioned, especially when you're dealing with dry natural hair. The bottom line is take care of your scalp as well. Moisturize your hair, be gentle with detangling, protect your ends, and avoid excessive manipulation. Find a routine that works for you and give yourself time. You guys, look how beautiful and creamy this hair butter turned out. The texture is exactly how I wanted, so light, smooth and fluffy. Now we're going to add our final ingredients to this hair butter. First, I'm adding vitamin E oil, which is a great antioxidant and also helps make this hair butter stay fresh for a long time, meaning it preserves the shelf life of this butter. Then I'm also going to be adding tea tree essential oil. Tea tree essential oil is known for its antimicrobial and antioxidant properties, and I'm adding it mainly to complement all the herbal ingredients that we've already infused into this hair butter. It also gives the butter that fresh, clean herbal scent, which I absolutely love. So I added lavender essential oil to this hair butter, but I did not know I wasn't filming when I did that. So yeah, after adding all my ingredients, I'm just gonna turn off my mixer and give this one good stir. Like, I had to even remove it from this mixer so I can make sure that I'm getting everything down to the bottom of this bowl. Just mixing that to combine all these ingredients together, and when I'm done, I'm gonna put it back on my mixer and give this one final whipping to combine everything together, just to make sure all these ingredients are evenly incorporated. And you guys, look how beautiful this hair butter turned out. Like, it's so fluffy and it's giving luxury. Honestly. The texture is so smooth, creamy and fluffy, and I absolutely love how everything came together. Okay, I think I'm okay with this consistency. I'm not going to turn off my mixer, and you guys, this is how it's looking. This is how this hair butter is looking. It's just so perfect. This is creamy luxury. It's so rich and super healthy for your hair. I just love how everything came together to give this powerful and amazing consistency. It doesn't feel heavy or overly greasy. This is perfect for my low porosity hair. This is exactly the kind of texture I wanted, rich enough to give my hair that conditioning feel, but still light enough to walk through my hair without making it feel weighed down. I'm honestly so happy with how this turned out. So it's time to store this baby up. Here are my beautiful containers which I'll be using. While I'm filling this up, let me tell you something I actually love about making my own products like this. Making my own products has made me become so much intentional about my hair. Before I started making my own products, I think I was more focused on just finding something that promised quick results. Whenever I'm making something, I'm actually thinking about my hair needs. Is my hair feeling dry? Does it need moisture? Am I trying to make something that will help with softness and manageability? All this really changed the way I look at my hair. I'm actually learning to understand my own hair and pay close attention to how it responds to different ingredients. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest benefits I'm getting from making my own products. It has made my hair journey feel so personal. That's why I always say don't be afraid to experiment with your hair. It's not just about making products or DIYs. It's about learning to understand and take better care of your own hair. So we are done filling up our containers, and this is how everything is looking. I'm now going to go ahead to place my stickers just to give that luxury finished look. And while I'm doing that, let's talk about what this hair butter actually does to the hair or for the hair, and also how you can use it to achieve best results. Okay, this hair butter is packed with a lot of conditioning and nourishing ingredients that can help keep the hair feeling soft, moisturized and manageable. It also helps to reduce dryness and breakage. One of my favorite ways to use this hair butter is as a moisture sealing product. You can apply a small amount to your damp hair or moisturized hair, especially concentrating on the length and the ends of your hair as well, because obviously the ends are the oldest part of the hair, so they require more love, more attention and everything, you know. You can also use this hair butter when styling your hair, especially on protective styles like twists, braids, or when you're trying to keep your ends moisturized. You guys, just take a look at how beautiful this turned out. The texture, the color, the consistency, everything came together exactly how I wanted it. It's super rich and creamy, but still light enough to spread easily through the hair, and I absolutely love how smooth the finished butter feels. Meanwhile, this hair butter is available for sale at a very affordable price. I'll leave the ordering details in the description box, so if you're interested to get this hair butter from me, make sure you check it out. I also have my Ayurvedic hair growth oil as well. This oil is loaded with a lot of good stuffs that your hair needs. Actually, you'll find a lot of powerful herbs and oils in here that will strengthen your hair, nourish your hair, and make your hair grow stronger, thicker, and a lot healthier. If you're also interested to get this oil, you can check out the ordering details in the description box, and you have this oil or the butter to yourself. So yeah, this is how to make a very potent and powerful Ayurvedic hair growth butter. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.